I converted my SL500 to coil-over shock absorbers, there are a couple modifications I made, and I want to show you one of them in this video because it is something you may want to do if you decide to do the same conversion. In fact, you may want to do this even if you are only going to replace your existing hydraulic struts. What makes the rear strut so time-consuming to remove and replace is the factory tells you you have to pull all this carpeting out of the trunk just to get to the top of the strut, which is located right in here. It's just 2 nuts and a wire plug. This becomes a couple-hour job. I'm going to open the trunk and I'm going to let you glance around here and see if you can see anything different. Of course, if you haven't been around these R230 convertibles, you probably won't notice anything different. But those of you who have are going to see something. What's that for? Well, this all started when I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube of people having to totally gut the inside of their trunks, pull all this carpet out just to get to the bolts holding the top of the strut on. And so the more I thought about this, I decided, if I could just get access to these 2 top nuts and the little plug on top of the strut, I could get this out with saving a couple hours of work, and look what I did. That's right. I just cut a hole in the carpet. The other reason I thought about doing this was because there is an adjustment on the dampening on these coilover shocks. I knew I was going to need to be able to get easy access in here to adjust these. So I decided, hey, let's locate the position and let's cut a hole. I don't even have to remove any carpets, and I can get the old struts out and the new coilovers in. I started on the right side over there, and I had to pull the carpet back up. I can get right in here, see that? And I could feel in there where those 2 nuts were. And I located the hole and started with a small hole and then enlarged the hole. So you can see I can get access to that nut here by even bending this up, and I can get access to this nut here. And of course the plug is right in the center of the original strut. Now I've got easy access to adjust the dampening on the coilovers, but I didn't want to repeat it, so I made a pattern from the hole I cut on the right side, brought it over here on the left side, and then I was able to position it up against this pivot point right there, and then just mark it and cut the hole out. Now you might say, well, Kent, why didn't you cut a round hole? You don't need a round hole. You need an elongated hole, but when I made this cover, I decided to make the cover round and then just a couple pieces of Velcro to just hold that in place. And after I finished this all, I thought, just maybe somebody else might want this, and I'm considering doing a kit with these covers in this pattern and instructions on how to do this yourself. If you decide to either change your original struts or to install coilovers, this is a big time saver.